Joining me today in the studio to discuss Iran's missile strike in Syria and what it means for Israel is Aby Har-Even, an IDF colonel in the reserves and former head of the Israel Space Agency. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about what took place with Iran's missile attack. How successful was it?
Look, it was the first time that Iran has launched missiles, tactical missiles, against a target in the Middle East. And at the beginning it was considered very successful, but later, as I saw in the media, only a small part of the missile have been successful.
So it was ultimately considered a failure, but at the same time we're seeing the United States, officials coming out from the United States saying that Israel should be more worried about ISIS and Iran.
Look, first of all, Israel should be worried about what's going around us, because we do not have too many friends around us. And Iran is, of course, although it's not very, very close to us, but it's also considered the very first enemy.
Now, do they have intercontinental ballistic missiles? Is this something that Israel should be concerned about?
Yes, they have, and they are continuing investing a lot of money and technology, and they have good technicians and engineers.
What is Russia's involvement with this? Is Russia, supplying Iran with advanced missiles?
No, we think that North Korea, they are the most important source of this kind of missiles. And they are investing money in their own industry and in their own scientists, and they have good scientists. And we should be worried about their intentions.
Is there a fear that those missiles that Iran, is receiving and creating, could they end up in the hands of Hezbollah?
I think they've already sent to Hezbollah part of their missile. I assume that they have not sent to them the last sophisticated missiles, but they are covering today. Hezbollah is covering all the Israeli territory, and we of course have to be worried. And we are preparing ourselves because, we are investing in our Arrow, in Iron Dome, David Slings. We are all the time investing, and we have the most sophisticated interceptors in the world, I can say.
Now, speaking of just, the threat of missiles and the missile capabilities of the enemies around Israel, what, Hamas, Hezbollah, and ISIS, what are their missile capabilities right now?
Look, at the beginning, they have only small rockets, but meanwhile, they've acquired much more sophisticated missiles, and it's just a question of time when Iran will give Hezbollah more sophisticated missiles. We are doing all the efforts to prevent this kind of supplies, but of course part of them will arrive, and for this we prepared very good sophisticated interceptors in for different heights, starting with the Arrow 2, Arrow 3, David Slings, which proved itself as a very good system, Iron Dome, and we hope that we'll be able to prevent those attacks.
Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio.
You are welcome.